So I got the opportunity to work with Jennings just recently, and it's really cool to see him run against Carr, one of the absolute speed weapons in the NRL. So I'm just going to chat through what I see here in this sprint. So they're doing obviously the beach start here, and I'm just going to roll it through. So just off the mark here, you can see that Carr actually uses his elbows, oh, there they are, the elbows, to get up and get some leverage off the ground and get his feet moving really quickly, whereas George has actually tried to bring his hands back by his side to take off. So there's a little trick there in how to get up a little bit quicker, and the fact that he's done that gives him the ability to pull that foot right through and start up there, whereas my man George is probably a step behind before we even get to start. What that's given him the ability to do is just get up a little bit taller and be able to really drive through, and you can see the great shin angle from both the guys are really driving in the right direction. But the biggest difference is that Carr already has the ability to get his chest right up, or his sternum up and out, so he can really pump his arms, get his core engaged, really create torque from each side to the other, whereas my man George is still in a crouched position. The legs have moved okay, but he's still down in a crouched position. So as we roll it through a little bit more, you see that Carr is a really good strong position. His swing leg is coming through really quickly, and you can see both of these guys have really good stiff ankles. So you can see how their ankles are not heading back towards the ground. They are never going backwards. They drive forward in these first couple of steps, 2 or 3 steps. You can see now this one is where they're starting to get flat. And what you notice here is that Carr really uses a bit of side-to-side motion to really drive in these next couple of steps. So he gets over the top of the foot, drives forward, gets over the top of the next foot, drives forward, gets over the top of the next foot, drives forward. And the biggest difference between the two still at this stage is George hasn't recovered to get his sternum up. So he's still in that crouched position. As they get there forward, you can see that he is still, you can't even see any of his chest because his shoulders are rolled over, so he can't create that strength that he's got. Whereas Carr is now in that position where his sternum's open and he can drive forward, keep driving right through. So all in all, when they get to this finish line up here, George is probably say a metre behind, maybe 2 steps behind. But if we do just change that starting position, and he does get up on his elbows first next time, gives him the ability to get that chest up a little bit sooner, keep the shin angle that he's getting, drive hard, get the chest up enough that his arms can start pumping and create the torque, then we might have a bit of a race on our hands.